spreading positivity through anime culture. And today we got Classroom of the Elite Season 4 Episode 9. Let's get right into it, y'all. Let's go, man. And guys, quick tip. If you want to see everything very clearly, just zoom in the camera a little bit. You'll see me and the video next to me much more clearly. Let's get right into it, y'all. Let's go. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibe. Let's do it, y'all. Nana say, you fucking snake. Yo, what's your background? Working with the chairman. What's going on here? I know that, hey, that bounty for my boy Koji is crazy though. Dark. Damn, that's super dark. What the hell? Ball hung himself? You can't forgive Yanakoji. Yanakoji caused that to happen? Someone to hang himself? Yanakoji's that goated? You got somebody to hang himself? That's unbelievable, bro. That's wild. No, that sounded bad, but you know what I mean. What? Seems the way it's starting to get, you know, more domesticated. I'd say maybe a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Man, I'm so glad I caught up to the anime, guys, man. This is actually really bad. I love this anime. It's crazy. And these two being together, a girl like this, like there probably are girls like that, but there's not a lot of them. You would think she would hate somebody like Yanakoji for doing what he did. But she's so used to just being degraded and put down and bullied. Like, she fell in love with somebody that used her. Like, that's unbelievable. She's the ultimate pawn, bro. And she's still agreeing to do stuff for him, which is unbelievable. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I hope not lie you guys too out there. Trying to do your bidding has its own charm to it. It's a little bit of a turn on someone that just does anything you say. But at the end of the day, like, I like a girl that's strong, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't allow me to use her. However, I like feisty girls, you know what I'm saying? Here we go, finally. Desert Island test. So, I gotta lock in. Gotta lock in. I've been to go back, gotta lock in. In this show, you gotta lock into the rules. You failed that once, okay? The bottom 5 players will be expelled at once. Yep. 200 squares. And you can acquire game points and moving in designated areas within. Designated areas will be announced 4 times per day at designated times, okay? There are rules regarding area designation. 3 of the designated areas will be within 2 spaces horizontal or vertical of each other, or 1 space diagonal of each other, okay? Once per day, there will be a random arrival. 10 for first place, 5 for second, 3 for third. So not only do you have to get there, you probably have to prevent other teams from beating you there, right? They only advise you within time limit, but arrival order will only be ordered once all members of the group have arrived. All members, wow. If you're already designated. If you're already within an area when it is designated, each person present will earn 1 point. Okay, so if you're already in the area that's picked that randomly, okay? If you neglect to arrive 3 designated areas in a row, you'll be penalized, okay? Alright, so they'll be announced as the game goes on, I'm assuming. At all times, okay. Sync tablets. These will record your game points, so keep them with you at all times. In addition, your health will be considered constantly monitored, and if you exceed safe baseline, alarm will sound. It's designated to stop automatically at the 5. Problematic condition continues. You'll turn to an emergency alarm. Also, they're watching your health at all times, alright? You must receive a medical check in the starting area. But if you can't make it there, you'll be penalized appropriately with disqualification on the table. Alright. So now, damn. The mercy alarm. Thanks to the door, I won't die out there. Considering all the fucking rules. Scoring function will turn off. If that happens, you will need to return to starting area to swap your equipment. So much involved, bro. No groups not necessarily have the same designations during the test, okay? The watches are programmed with 12 different in advance by these tables, okay? Of course, all members of the group will have the same table. If you form a large group, the tables will be changed to match. Okay, alright. Oh, you gotta perform challenges. Wow. The nature of these challenges where they spawn will be unprepared stats until you're physically around. Food and water will be included among the challenge rewards. Okay. You wish to join up other groups, you must link up your watches. I like so many ways to fail. That's what I'm hearing. So many ways to fail. Fuck this chair, man. I don't care what you gotta say. If I gotta listen to you. This will be the largest special technique in school history, okay? I want to warn you about what you'll be facing. And what will that be, dipshit? The school in this capacity is a caretakers will monitor you as best as we can. As best as we can. Any instance of sexual abuse will be penalized by hesitation. But they can't always see that. And truly foul behavior may be a result in legal action. If it's seen! After just saying that we can't perfectly see everything. Hunger and thirst can quickly lead to frustration. We may see fights between students. So fights between students are allowed, which you already know what Hosen's behavior. You already know what's gonna happen there. Of course, anything truly vile in school will get involved. What's truly vile? Depending on the nature of the activity, you may be forced to drop out, and you may be expelled. That's a perfect. We can't see it, so things go under the table. We don't see it. Oh well, too bad. But if we catch you, we will most likely expel you. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. That's the most passive aggressive thing I've heard anybody say in this whole fucking show. That's almost. But if we do catch you, we might let it. We might allow it. But if it's truly vile, we might expel you. Like what the fuck? Come on, bro. For somebody like Hosen, that is perfect. No wonder characters like him are so important in this season. Like, unbelievable. This is the. This is a game of survival. Like, to potentially get points, you gotta go to the designated area, but then those can spawn randomly as time passes. If you're already in the designated area, we can award you points only if all people on your team is already there. Like, oh my god! Oh yeah, by the way, random challenges will just pop up, like in the fucking video game. Random side quests, and I'll earn you points and fight, because you guys will get frustrated and exhausted because you're not guaranteed food and water. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's damn, bro. Jesus. My boy in the blonde hair might be onto something. I might have to find a way up out of here, Kita. You lectured him OD last episode, but I don't know. I think escaping not that bad, bro. Oh, you're hurting for money due to your current contract with Kishi, but giving her half your points every month was too far. That much? Because he's most likely going to get the reward he's looking for. It's worth the sacrifice. Yeah, especially since the next designated area could just be somewhere else close to you. So Koenji has to basically do his absolute best in order to get freedom moving forward until graduation. Honestly, forming teams is not ideal here. Which makes all this team making and all the kind of dialogue we've been seeing these characters do for the last 3 episodes, like Hosen in the first years, it's all bullshit. Especially when there's some random factors involved. Get the fuck out of here. It's super hard. Honestly, bro, enjoy that look of her, because honestly, there's no guarantee you'll see her in One Piece next time you see her.
この特別試験のポイントの一つは
The fact that she's
指
the
定エリア
sister
到
of the
達の得点を
person
取
that
り
is
こ
headed
ぼさ
out
ないことだ。
graduation, she might
点と獲得できる
shoot
わ。
5 or 10 points
総
on
合
them.
の
I'm
体
sorry.
力や学
My
力を
Angel
こぼ
Cody's
さない
talking. I
こ
need to
と
be
だ。
speaking. I need to be listening. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry going back so much. I'm sorry. I got
こ
in
の
this
特
show.
別試験のポイン
Come
トの
on,
一
one of
つ
the
は
keys to this
指
test
定エリア
is
到
not to
達の
lose out
得
on
点を取
designated
りこぼ
area
さない
game
ことだ。
points. Yeah.
順位報酬や課
Listen
題の
highly
上位
in
を取り体
He
力や
did
学
this alone,
力、
which is the most
運も
brilliant
必要にな
for
る。
stamina, brains,
だ
and
から
luck.
こそ1点ず
That's
つ
why the points are
積み
steadily rack
重
up
ねる
those
ことが
basic
基本
rival
になる
game
だろう。
points. Yeah, just getting there. The
次
team
のエ
of
リア
one
の
is better,
話を
bro.
してるのか。
あ、キヨポン。
Kyo
私たち
Pond.
最初のエリアがここ D8
First
で
area
さ、
is D8
もう終
here.
わったんだよね。
同じテーブルだったら一緒に行動できたのにね。
12通りだしな。俺も早めに指定エリアをクリアしておこうと思う。
ちょっと寂しいけど、ゆっくりできるタイミングで会えるといいね。
グループが違っても協力できる部分が多いが、
Without being in the same
避
group.
けなけれ
I
ば。
was gonna mention that in the post
今
reaction
回に限っては違うテーブルで助かったな。
post reaction session.
次の指定エリアに備えて、
Called
も
the
っと
after
中
vibe.
央に移動しておくか。
Inspiration of nice desire. How can you anticipate?
おはようございます。
Get the fuck out of here. Get
七
away
瀬
from me.
宝泉と天沢はどうしたんだ。
I'm also.
周辺を調べてくると。私はここで他のグループがどれだけいるか確認することにしたんです。
That's already.
つまり俺と同じか。
Wait, Ayada is already
先輩
aware
も
of
一
the group
人
of
で
three.
大変だとは思いますが、
Whenever she comes to
次
see
の指
me,
定エ
I'm
リア
I'm
発表
concerned.
まで
Like
3時間がある。
she's gonna be watching you
それまで
carefully.
待機するか。
She already has it. We already know as the audience that she has something against him. Damn,
やっ
that's a nice fit that
ほ
you
ー、綾
got
野
on.
浩二くん、ここに来たんだ。
どうやらそうみたいですね。
そんなに急がなくてもいいんじゃない？見学は自由
Right?
な
No,
ん
no,
だ
it's
しさ
not.。
生徒の時間は
I can't tell
教
sometimes.
師の一方的な都合
Teachers, yeah, she's a teacher. I'm not saying I'm tripping.
ええ
The character designs are a little bit too similar in this show. So many characters to love. Yeah, I know the teacher. I feel obviously student
そうで
goals.
すね。
にしても最近は注目を集めてるよね。目立つのは嫌いな
This is the first time we're seeing these two teachers
好
talk to
き
each
じゃあり
other.
ませんよ。
だったらどうして数学で満点なんて取ったの？あれは異常だと思うんですけど。
学校内には
It says his.
いる
They
か
had a
な
whole conversation a couple episodes ago, actually. Now I understand why they're talking. Now I lie.
いいクラ
This
ス
is
な
the first time
の？
they speak to each other.
綾野浩二くんみたいなとんでもスペックな子が混
They
ざ
were
ってる
talking
の
about
って
the chairman's goals and what he's trying to do, right?
2年 D クラスにも
I
十分
think
優秀
there
な
are
生
as
徒がい
many
ると思い
talented
ま
students
す。
in class 2D.
それ
Yep.
に1年 D クラスにも。
ちょっと学校の方針変わったよね。
That's the whole point. It's like a new
優
form
秀
of
な子は
government.
確かにいると思う。
It's like a new form of
だけ
government.
どクラスを動かすほど
Right
じ
now
ゃな
at
い
the
っ
level
て
to
い
move the
う
needle
か、
in their class.
綾野浩二くん
Or
の場
changing the
合は
environment
周囲
around
を
them,
変え
like
てる
you
印
seem
象
to
を
be
受けるの
doing.
よ
Yep.
ね。
俺の知らない
Sounds
と
like
ころ
she's
で
been gathering
かなり
information.
情報。
ないのよ。C クラスに落ちちゃったのは初めてだし、このクラスこそは A クラスにって思ったんだけどね。
それを何とかするのも担任の務めでは。
耳の痛い話。
That's true.
じゃあ先生から画期的
Or
アイデ
information can really provide me right
とん
now.
でもないことを言い出しますね。
ア。私たちと A クラス目指しましょう。
俺には卒業までかかっても2000万ポイントなんて用意できませんよ。それに今の段階ではどのクラスが A クラスに勝ち残るかわからない。
そんなに冷静に言わないと変わったよ
Yeah, I seen his growth since the first episode. Since season 1,
言
he's
っておき
definitely
ますけ
grown.
ど俺じゃないですからね。それじゃ俺一旦戻りま
Just
す
so。you know, it wasn't me.
試験が終わるまで私もあちこち借り出される予定だからまた会うかもね。
Hope not. Other than the fact that he knows that she's doing her
偶然ですね。
scoping around and research like any
今日はどう
teacher
でし
should be
たか？
doing at this point.
到着ボーナスを3点稼ぐので精一杯だ。そっちは
指定エリアは3人で8点。課題で1位を取れましたので合計13点です。
12
This whole game that he's gonna figure out, obviously.
月城が俺を退学にするため正攻法で下位5組に落とし込もうとしても得点の主導権はこちらにあるとなれば
Right,
耐えられる
so
か。
him being by himself doesn't worry me because he is the GOAT. But at the same time, you don't know how many factors are in play to get you expelled. And you don't know if these things are actually happening at random. You have no idea if these places are actually going to spawn at random. That's something they just told you. Chairman could be doing some shit behind the back at any point in time. I'll be attacked in an area that isn't strictly monitored. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Attack him so he's incapacitated at some point, somewhat, so he can't travel around to different designated areas. That's the more efficient way to get him to slow down. Because again, to get him expelled, you can't make him walk around at regular means by his own means. You have to slow him down, literally, or else he won't get expelled. I'm gonna find out a lot about Ayano Koji here, even though I know he's more than capable of doing things by himself. Get the fuck away from me. Here we go. It's not by accident. It's not coincidences. Come on now. Nothing is coincidence out here.
お願い？
もしお邪魔じゃなければしばらく同行させてもらえませんか？
No.
同行？どういう意味？
そこで行動すると言い出し、バラバラになってしまったんです。
Oh, they fucking.
それも一つの戦略と
In a place that they can't see, y'all. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with this area myself. So why should I form alliance with you? What is in it for me?
3回綾小路先輩にお会いしましたが、1回目を除き。
なんて賢い提案とは言えないな。残り一組しか参加できない課題に当たれば、その時点で揉め事に発展する。
私はすべて先輩の次で構いません。
Get the fuck out of here.
七瀬の得点は必然的に少なくなる。
This is a setup, obviously.
私は無人島での助けになります。
仮に俺が適切なルートを選べたとしても、ペースを合わせられるのか？
体力には自信があります。ご迷惑というよりも信用できないでしょうか。
It's lack of trust. Why should I trust you?
七瀬がそれを望むなら。
I could have sworn in the beginning of the season, the White Room person looked like a manly, like a more of a boy figure, right? I don't want to be like.
わかりました。
That's not being sexist or anything here, but I'm just telling you what I saw in my eyes. But she has a hidden potential to her, bro. Like, they kind of give off the same energy, low key. I don't trust Nase at all. I shouldn't. No one should at this point, bro. She's a snake. Classroom of the Elite Season 4 Episode 9 was very intriguing, guys. And the freaking deserted island test is finally here, okay? After mad episodes of everybody talking about it, here it is. And I want to kind of break it down with you guys. So Nanase, right? Just a snake in the grass. She is an op, dude. Don't get it twisted. Her good looking and nice appearance is only there to fool you. And it has been confirmed right here in this soliloquy that she did, where she's basically explaining that she hates Ayano Koji's guts and she saw something very dark in her past, right? So it looks like she was walking home to wherever she was going, and she walked in and she saw that somebody was hung. Like, that's freaking dark as hell, right? So again, tragic background for her, right? That's never a nice thing to see. Do I feel bad for her? A little bit, yeah. You know, obviously people become dark and do fucked up things because something happened to them in the past. That's usually how it goes, right? People who are fucked up now experience fucked up things in the past. And I'm assuming Nanase is doing this here. Again, she wants Ayano Koji out, and she's kind of blaming him for the reason of why this person died, right? She said, oh, to defeat him, the person I can never forgive, which I'm assuming is Ayano Koji. I cannot wait to see what the relationship is there. How did Ayano Koji, what did he do to result in that person being hung, right? And again, it's probably through indirect means, but again, Ayano Koji was a savage, I believe. He said he was, and I think he's trying to, soften up a little bit with this new school life that he's doing. Getting out of that white room seems to be a very major goal for him, right? Maybe he is trying to experience life now, right? So again, I don't know. Maybe he did some fucked up shit back in the day. We'll see. Maybe he was just being a goat and someone to say, you know what? Damn, here's a perfect person and I can't beat him. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. He's very interesting, man. Koji, man. He has so many enemies right now after him, and this test now starting is crazy. Again, with I always forget her name for some reason. His now girlfriend, right? Again, kind of went into that already. She still doesn't mind being used by him, which is absolutely wild. I could never. Right, girls, don't ever be a person that, okay, you were bullied back in the day, and bullying is not nice, right? Bullying is something that can have traumatic effects, but don't let somebody bully you, quote unquote, and control you for the rest of your life, right? That's one thing I don't like about her character. But again, the fact that she is someone that he could just always go to and she'll do whatever he says, there's an appeal to that, I would say. Okay, having someone always in your back pocket, and that's your girl, okay, and you already know he's using her. I don't think he has any feelings for her really at all. But again, we'll see how Yanakoshi really feels later on, I feel like. And then here we go. Now it's time for the actual deserted island test. Everything's being explained, and this is some fucked up shit, man. This is so random. In order to get points, in order to fail, is very, very easy, right? Designated areas that you have to go to. And oh, by the way, they also randomly appear on the map. You have to go ahead and check your little thing to see where those areas are. And oh, by the way, anything that kind of gets in your way, we're gonna kind of let that slide. If someone else wants to sabotage you, that's okay. Someone wants to scrap with you, that's okay. Oh, and by the way, you're not guaranteed food or water. You gotta do good things and get points in order to get food and water and complete challenges. So there's a level of frustration that's gonna happen because someone's not gonna get food or water, right? So again, you gotta deal with those circumstances and the elements of whatever is on this island. Maybe there's more things that we haven't seen yet. And again, they're trying to get Ayano Koji out by, I'm assuming, whatever means necessary. All right, whether it's the elements, whether it's other students, and by the way, whether it's teachers, and I'll get back to that in a second. But then again, okay, they did a great job explaining the rules, right? Okay, you got to get points, got to survive, got to go to designated areas to get points. That's the easy way to get points, just go to the area that you got to go to, right? And it's absolutely crazy, and I'm glad that everybody's all hyped up and excited for it. Horikita, I don't know. It's giving me weird energy, Horikita. I feel as though she has grown up a lot, right? And I say that with an understatement, right? Not only her hair has changed, her personality, and with her brother being gone, that's a weight lifted off of her shoulders, so she can now bloom into the flower that she is. Great, but for some reason, I'm getting a very weird tone from Horikita. Like, it feels as though she's gonna go through something on this island, and Hanakoji's not gonna be there this time to help her, right? Now, I hope she negates my worry. I hope she blossoms in this challenge and becomes one of the best people to get the most points. But for some reason, I feel weird with all these different characters, all this hostility that's being allowed. People like hoes running around who really doesn't like her, right? And it's just like her by herself. And this system, which is completely different from the past systems that we've seen in the previous seasons, this system of individuality, I don't know. Horikita might be in trouble here. I hope that someone who she trusts and who likes her, and like Ayano Koji, can somehow help her during this challenge. Hopefully they can run into each other at some point in time, because I'm very worried for her with all these crazies running around, right? Especially those who don't like Ayano Koji, right? And yeah, that's crazy. This person right here, again, she and Horikita had got into it in the last Deserted Island Challenge, I believe in season 1 or 2, right? So they're probably going to run into each other again. She's probably going to be the main obstacle in Horikita's path at some point in time. But we'll see how that goes, especially since there's fighting that's allowed. Horikita versus her, part 2. We'll see. Horikita was sick last time, that's why you beat her. So she might get her get back, right? And there you go. Ayano Koji right to his little study session group, right? I love these three. I think they genuinely do care for Ayano Koji, even though Ayano Koji probably doesn't care for them, right? But again, it's good to have good vibes, people that they might walk into and might help you out later down the road. But Ayano Koji sees that him being by himself in this challenge is the best option, and I was going to say that too. Being alone on this challenge, I feel as though it's more advantageous than having a group of people, especially since that their group has to get to designated areas together. You can't get there by yourself. You get no points that way. All you guys got to get there together. And that's kind of that's a big problem right there too. If you game plan for that, or if you already made a team, that could be a problem. Guaranteeing that all people are gonna make to the area at the same time. Nah, I don't think so. Ayano Koji did the right thing here, and Horikita did too. And then this one right here. Okay, this teacher. Again, and again, I bring this up. I feel as though teachers are also involved in this plan to get Ayano Koji out. I feel as though this teacher here, it will do whatever it takes, like she said, to get to Class A. Maybe she made a deal with the chairman. Hey, if any teacher gets Ayano Koji expelled, we'll bump you up to the next level. Maybe she's in on that. I'm getting a weird vibe from this teacher. A very, very weird vibe. Especially during this conversation you had with Ayano Koji. Ayano Koji probably senses there's a little bit more to this teacher than meets the eye. And I'm starting to see that too. Especially since the Class 1D, his teacher, and her, they seem to be good friends. But I feel as though they're not above one up each other at all to do whatever it takes to get to Class A, right? And this teacher is very sus. She looks nice, very, very sus. And yeah, we talk about Sudo's growth. That's great. And here's the biggest red flag. He keeps running into this Nanase person, right? All right, Nanase doesn't want Ayano Koji here. We know this, right? She runs into him 3 times in one episode. Big red flag, right? Ayano Koji already knows what's going on here. Nanase is in on this game plan to get him out of school. And she's like, oh, we ran into each other mad times already. Why don't we just work together, quote unquote. It's a big plan here. Hosen and Amasuo will probably intervene at some point in time when these two are together and try to do whatever it takes to get him out. Maybe try to out-physical him. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying seems though she's capable physically. We've seen that. She didn't back down from Amasuo at all. Amasuo looks she can be very, very dark and dangerous she needs to be. And we already know what Hosen is, right? It's a dangerous 3. And if they have any type of real camaraderie, Ayano Koji might be a little bit of trouble, but he's still a GOAT. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get out of it, right? But yeah, man, she's super, 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 super sus. Oh my god. It's interesting. And Ayano Koji's keeping her around. Ayano Koji likes a challenge, right? So I doubt he's gonna, even if I doubt he isn't that person to negate someone trying to put him at a disadvantage, right? That's how much highly he thinks of himself, that everybody's kind of below him, right? So he'll even have this snake next to him, knowing that he'll succeed, which is absolutely crazy. All right, so I can't wait to see what more we're gonna see out of that relationship there. Okay, hopefully Nanase falls. Hopefully she falls. And I'm not saying that I don't care about her backstory, but I don't like anybody that's trying to mess with my boy. He's a main character for a reason. All right, guys, cannot wait to see episode 10. I love this deserted island scheme. I love the whole rules. I love all the characters we're seeing. It's a lot of characters too to keep track of, right? And I love how everyone's ganging up on Ayano Koji. And I kind of like the individual aspect of this new school system, right? More individualized, more so than team oriented or class oriented, right? But yeah, we'll see how Ayano Koji prevails, because he will prevail. Alright? Thank y'all so much for the vibe. Guys, on the bottom of the screen, you will see a panel showing all the anime that we are react to on this channel. Alright, Classroom of the Elite is our slice of life / psychological anime. Look out for episode reactions every single week on Wednesdays, okay? Also, YKTV store, online merch coming real soon. Working hard on it every single day, y'all. Spreading positivity and confidence with a style powered by you. And do not forget to follow me on my social media for YKTV updates. The link to my socials are in the description. Do not forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, you know the vibe. And don't forget the motto, guys. Don't forget to live, laugh, love, and enjoy life, all right? Take care, y'all. Peace.